Audio test, audio test. There we go. All right. Back. I took Tuesday off, I guess you would say. I was not feeling really great, so I was quite tired. I was stupid stressed out. And I just didn't want to. I just took the night off. I just went to bed. I took my allergy meds and some anti-anxiety stuff, and I got knocked out. It was a great night. Sleep. I needed it. It was bad. But I'm back, so, oh my gosh. So we got, what did we get done recently? I don't even remember where we are in The Witcher, so...
Finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
This I did not know. We're back in Novigrad. What are we doing? I have no idea what I'm even doing here. No clue. What? No idea what I'm doing. Sure, let's go meet Dandelion at the Rosemary in time. How am I doing on weight? I'm okay on weight, but that means I believe I have lots of stuff to sell. So let's go ahead and jump on in there. So what was I? I was saying words. No, geez. So I was saying words. So yeah, Tuesday I wasn't feeling great. I was quite stressed out from surprisingly not work stuff, but personal life stuff. Felt I was trying to get pressured into doing something that, I don't know, just a little bit predatory. Wow, my eyes are not used to this monitor. Whoa.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Let me see what you got.
What do you have on offer?
And that's worse, so we're gonna sell. Right? Yes. 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 Meh, maybe. Sell. 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 But, oh, I don't, yeah, it was fine. So yeah, anyways, coming back to what I was just doing before I got distracted by clicking sell a lot. So I just got really stressed out about the situation that I found myself in, and like I had immense pain all day Tuesday, just like inside. It was no good. Um, and I ended up losing in one day just because of stress and stuff. I lost 2 pounds, which is kind of insane when you think about it. Yeah, no, we're gonna sell those gloves. But I mean, hey, kind of part of life is kind of doing this stuff, I guess. So that's a thing that I did. But I got it all worked out and officially wrapped up today, so that was very, very happy to get that all taken care of. So no more stress about that stuff presently, which is excellent. But it was, yeah, it was no good. Do I really want to keep that? Like, am I really going to use this sword? Yeah, I'll hold on to it for a little bit longer. So, work has actually been decent. My last real big project that I have, well, I guess it's not my last project, not even close. But the current large project I'm working on, I only have two clients to convert their new employee exit forms, and then I'm done. I'm done all of those, which is going to be great. Then it's just hi, did I walk in on some? Wait, why? Oh, I thought, like, why is she crying?
Aren't you too old to be out whoring?
You're always considerate.
Black ones,
It's not one thing, it's another.
As long as they pay.
Let me know
And don't hit.
side.
We can go at it.
This is what's happening.
I haven't strength, Geralt. Perhaps you can talk some sense into him.
Dandelion, what is going on? What did I walk into?
About?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
What's my forte? Asking you guys to hit like and
Why don't
subscribe.
you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly.
Splendidly.
Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ekamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend out.
Where do you get this cabaret idea?
It's been a dream for years. Ever since we went to see one in Oxenford. Remember? The dancer hanging from the chandelier?
Oh, that's
Once
good
she was
tea.
completely downside up. She called you over and...
I remember.
How could you forget? And this place will be even better, I promise. That is, of course, if I can scrounge together the funds for some remodeling.
I want to get a loan.
How can I help you?
I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
Name rings a bell. Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word? Stepped out for a bottle of wine, never to return?
Knew I bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need to draw on your authority. You've got some, you know, no matter what you might think.
What is Dandelion getting me into?
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me. And then give me that loan.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Arena. One of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia's house.
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Arena. What'll you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword. Then I'll tell you the rest.
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Arena and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
Old man Newman left me a gift last time.
What? He never given me nothing. We can
I'd
go
give you a
here
discount
or
for
at my
heroic
place.
deeds, but the madams, well...
Got a minute?
For you, my friend, always.
Gotta tell me, how'd you wind up owning this establishment?
You'll never believe this. I inherited it from none other than Alonzo Wiley, Whoreson Sr. himself.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist, but deep down, he was a romantic, pure as they come. This place is one of the reasons his son's not my biggest fan. See, Cyprian Jr., that is, wanted to make this a brothel, but the Rosemary went to me, and I planned to turn it into the most elegant venue in town, a den of art and culture.
So a cabaret.
How'd you and Priscilla meet?
It was at the court of Duke Hereward, the annual balladry contest.
I guess there's going to be quite a bit of chatter in this episode.
I don't remember.
I bet. Probably lost and you don't want to admit it.
Actually, she'd caught my eye, so I let her win. I was counting on getting a prize after the contest.
And? Did you?
That, my friend, is not your concern.
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. But give her a smile. Notice her shoes. Let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
Got a portrait of Hierarch Himmelfart I'm willing to part with. Want it?
Yes, those halfling painters. This one of theirs? Wonderful. I put this up at the Rosemary in time. It'll make those temple guard inspections so much easier.
See you, Dandelion.
Don't know how to give, you can't receive.
Saying I'm no good at giving.
Gee, they've got a talent and character.
What's he schemed up this time?
Eternal fire, why me?
I haven't the strength, Geralt. Perhaps you can talk some sense into him.
Okay. Right. Man, my eyes are just bugging out. Holy moly. Yes, I'm probably not going to go too terribly late tonight. Kind of get back into the swing. My eyes are not happy about this. My throat feels like yuck. I got, I guess, allergies and post-nasal drip and all the fun stuff going on now, which is just excellent. Bedtime reminder. It's 9. My bedtime is set for 9 p.m.
You late to the bats are strapping the muck to the working man.
So good to see you.
You and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
I think she
Got
likes
a
Dudu.
request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My, whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voila.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Alright, so I got the thing.
Boars. Boars everywhere.
Long live Geralt of Rivia, our savior.
Now we gotta go to a place to do the other thing. What else am I? What else has been going on with me? I've been.
On your way?
Oh, I'm waiting.
Ah, finally made it. Listen, here's the plan.
Excuse me?
Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes, if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none. Written your lines already,
You've written what?
so you know what to say during the performance. Here, and your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
What the heck?
I mean, Crimson Avenger!
What? Lost your nerve?
Than I thought.
This must have been a mistake.
Help!
Like, what? Am I supposed to let him?
I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This rogue will soon run off. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards. Would he?
Why does the
What the? What is going on? Oh, that is what? Okay.
Wonder what this means.
I sorry, that was quite an interaction that we had with Dandelion, and I wasn't sure, am I supposed to let him beat me? And like, I barely like wallop him. He's like, oh, I got hurt. I got hit. Oh.
What will the morrow bring us at least?
You left me a gift last time. What? Hey,
He never given me
darling.
nothing but
Like what you
flowers.
see?
You don't know.
Saying I'm no good at giving.
Lay me
To
down
give,
with a
you got a
barrel
talent
of beer
and character.
Aren't you too old to be
in
out
my
boring?
hand.
I'm actually interested in, she's just like all sorts of bored.
I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds, but the madam, well, you know.
I haven't the strength, Geralt. Perhaps you can talk some sense into him.
You're a vulgar one. I can see it in your face.
There's an apple. I do not want a candelabra. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see what Dandelion has. All sorts of stash away. Although I'm pretty sure already came through here. But, hey, why not? I've got to wait for Dandelion, so a minus, we'll see what he can do. See what he can do. How about let's see what he has? Hey, words, you know, they work together. Oh, a butter knife. I didn't want a butter knife. So what was I trying to say before I got distracted by doing something in the game, most likely? Let's talk about work. Work has been going well. Like I said, I was saying I would have only 2 clients left of a large project, and then I get to start on my next projects. Start working back on other projects. I need to write a absolute tremendous amount of standard operating procedures, and continue to build out the department that I run. Yeah, which is fine. I'm looking to do a lot of standardization and just make sure that basically everything I do, I want to be documented out how I do it stuff, so that way, as the department grows, I can continue to easily bring on staff or whatever I need to do to... Oh, no. Yeah, we want to like that. So that way I can get people up to speed as fast as I possibly can, because what's... for doing account management, I believe I do things quite well. My clients seem to be happy with me. And I've been able to retain clients at an MSP for double to triple of what the average is. So I'd like to think that means I'm doing something well. So I'm trying to, and I was put in the head of my department for account management, so I mean, I guess the organization feels like I do a decent job. So I believe in standard operating procedures and how-tos and all that type of stuff, and just really getting everything built out. And I made a large push for that a while ago, and then I just kind of ran out of puff and had to start focusing on other things, such as, other responsibilities, other clients, and just day-to-day things. Hoping to get back to being able to focus once.
How are things, Doo-Doo?
So, I
Oh, hi,
suppose.
Doo-Doo.
Might have been days in the past when I'd have said wonderful, but I can't complain. I'm in one piece, not bound to a stake atop a pyre.
Gotta admit, your Menga, it's a brilliant impersonation.
Don't remind me. I'm rather disgusted.
Come on, he wasn't all out terrible.
You understand nothing. A Doppler assumes more than a man's external appearance. I've learnt what a scoundrel had knocking about in his head. Once I became him, not an hour passed before I felt the urge to break a sorceress's fingers. After two, I caught myself lusting to impale someone, and immediately after that, it hit me. The paranoid fear of a Doppler conspiracy.
Doo-Doo, tell me. The halfling Biberveld goes from being a prosperous merchant to being a pauper. How?
Prefer the long version or the short?
Short, please.
The war.
I was under the impression merchants grow fat on wars.
Some do, but I've a serious personality flaw. I'm honest. I could not reap profits from the suffering of others. I paid taxes. I never cooked my books. And then a ship full of my goods sank. I pulled through somehow, but then a second fell prey to Skelligan raiders, rendering me insolvent. When inflation hit and interest rates rose, I, at long last, fell.
Ever considered leaving? Forgetting Novigrad altogether?
What for? To pass from the frying pan into the fire? The war's not yet crept here. Famine's not kicked at our door. Not that the future's looking rosy.
But you don't have to be human. Maybe you could try something else.
I've assumed many forms over the years, and in spite of all, life as a human has proven most interesting. After all, you humans rule the world.
Take care of yourself, Doo-Doo.
Oh, those bigots haven't the cunning to strip me of this mask.
Right. So I didn't mean to talk to Doo-Doo, but it's okay. Because what I was just trying to do was continue on my looting excursions. Alright, so what are we supposed like what I'm just supposed to wait for Meet Dandelion here, so I'm just effectively supposed to wait? Okay. I guess we'll drop off some bear hides and oh my gosh. We have 19 pipes. Oops. Alright, I guess how you no. No, let's just meditate until the morning and see where we're at. So yes, I want to get through
Misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Why are you asking me?
Well, the lovely lady seems to be having a hard time deciding. And Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor, but that he'd let us know just as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
I don't know. Three.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
I associate boudoirs with a feminine elegance that also has an edge. Claws, you might say. That fits a cabaret perfectly.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well, well. Guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. He'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
We have to go collect Dandelion.
And I'm a material girl.
What? Dandelion's a mess. So yeah, so I'm gonna get a bunch of SOPs updated. Have to update all the ones we have. Make sure that they're all valid and good. And
Good folk! Mages have set the hunter's house aflame! They seek to burn the city down!
and write a bunch of any's that I can think any's that I can think of. Any additional ones that I can think of, I want to make sure I.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter, and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Dandelion, you're a mess.
Damn it.
Not here.
Now where would she leave?
The key.
Wait.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Oh. Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll go see Rotlick.
I'll go.
Rosemary. Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
All right. And away we go. What else have I been doing at work? Part of our... I've been having to backfill for part of a department for the past couple of weeks. They've been down personnel, so I've been trying to assist to keep our support requests and all that type of stuff flowing, communications and that type of stuff. So I've been doing my job and another job at the same time, so that's been fun. I actually kind of enjoy it because it's a different pace.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city. But I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred! You'll regret this, mutant.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember to die. Wow, wow, hey, 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 ooh, hey, hey, oi, oh, hey, hey, whoa, hey, whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's oh my gosh. Gee, what? Stop! What's going on?
Don't know how much Rotlick owes you, but everything in this house is mine. Want to get something back? Try the Vagelbud estate. Rotlick's losing his last crowns at the races, I wager. Now get the hell out of here. You bored, Grey Boy?
But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad,
I disagree with that outcome.
I disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help
So
of
while we're loading,
Geralt managed to free me. Good thing too.
that's been fun, and I enjoy doing other. Not, I think everyone likes this to some degree, being able to change up what you do from time to time and just get a different perspective. So I definitely enjoy it because of seeing what the other department has to do, gets to do, however you want to describe it. Right, so before we get there, I'm gonna eat food, and yeah. We're getting close. Alright, eat some grilled chicken. So now I have the foods in me. And I should be much better at this fight thing. Doodle. House. Place.
That's just
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't.
You're not gonna...
Strike. You'll regret this, mutant.
Alright, so we're gonna use the steps. Steps seems to be our friend. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, one down, so I should be able to get the other one. There we go. That's better. That's...
Damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick? Where's he?
Same place as always. Vagelbud estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Alright, so now that I said that you can't rob him, I'm going to look for the things he was going to offer me anyway, so ha. Lots and lots of paint. I guess as a painter, you would have lots of paints, huh? What? No? Okay. I can't attack that target. Ugh. Where's the fun in this game? I just want to attack the people that I already beat up. Come on, what's wrong with that? Got my eye on you. Ooh. That was quite a portrait he was painting there of squiggly bits and doodles.
Miserable and hungry.
So yeah, so work has been surprisingly decent recently. I'm a-okay with that. I'll take it. Ugh. So, but that's been nice. It's been good to not feel underwater at work for a bit and kind of getting stuff done. You know, I mean, I'm still not struggling like I was, which is really nice. But I just need to keep up this momentum and be able to get all this stuff done, and just keep pushing, and don't give up, and just keep striving to make everything better. And that's been just generally my goal, is just, where am I running to? Okay, 7 cats. So my primary goal is really to just try to always improve everything I work on and everything I do, is to not just leave it as is or in a worse state, but just truly try to make everything just better. Wait, I thought I was just going to here. Oh my gosh. Where am I go? What am I doing? Oh my god. Hey, I remember how to call Roach, so that's a positive. Sweet. So yeah, I feel like the gamma is way too high now. Video? Sure. That's a bit better. It's not quite as blown out. I don't know how it is for you guys, but that was a little bit better. Not as blown out now. So, and yeah, personal life stuff has been able to be a thing.
Run along home with the rest.
Sir, show some mercy. We've not got nowhere to go. For us, it's Novigrad or death.
Had enough of you lot. Sod off, or I'll have you skewered.
They seem desperate. Let them through. Can't see any harm in it.
Fucking hell. How many times have I got to repeat this? I've orders to turn back anyone who don't show a pass.
King's a long way away, and your pay's probably meager. Sure we can't make a deal?
Mean to say you're looking to, purchase a one-time pass?
Exactly.
Who doesn't like a one-time pass?
Way's clear.
Thank you. We got nowhere to go back to. Novigrad. That's a chance of a new life.
How's the sword hanging on there?
Liable to run into another patrol.
Shan't be taken like that again. We'll be as careful as hares in a field bared by winter. But you was cast in a different mould than us. More like the hero that lies in the tomb neath Crookback Hills. Tomb's in a cave in a hillside. Down warrens at the foot of the hill. Folks say treasure inside's a sight to behold. Huge hoard. Might find something that suits you. Good luck.
Okie dokie. Right. Come on, Roach. We're gonna giddy on up this way. What is... He's got a pole?
Come on.
Right. Oh, I thought I saw a rumor somewhere about Witcher 4 being video game under development or something like that. I have spent literally no time looking into this.
Much of a choice before long. Come now, old sport. We can't allow that. Who'd I wager with then, eh?
Wait, wait.
Why would a witcher come here?
Continue playing. What do you say? And if I
Listen, you Rotlick.
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art, at your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
Let's do this. I'll enter the race. You'll bet on me, win, pay your debts, then give me the placards.
You are that good a rider?
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you accept his offer. Hey there.
It was really weird at the beginning of the thing where, is that a person ahead of me?
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Oi!
Wow, all the audio files are at the like same time. Holy moly!
Wondering if I could take part in the races.
If you've coined for the rider's fee and a steed of your own, why not? Decide quickly, please. There's a race about to begin.
Sure, why not? Let's do this thing.
Your name and the name of your steed.
Geralt of Rivia, on Roach.
Excellent. Your opponent, let me see. Seamus Holt astride Athos.
Okay, Four, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
Alright, so we're going to do, I guess, kind of the same thing as before. You just take the inside line, and away you go. Hug the insides of the corners, cut the tracks. Try to build a gap between the rider behind. And see if maybe Roach can make it a little bit further this time.
Hear ye, hear ye. The final of the Erasmus Vegelblatt Memorial Derby is over. The winner is Geralt of Rivia.
Darn, Skippy.
Glory to the victor.
Slow now. Whoa.
Not bad. Yet we shouldn't kid ourselves. The competition was hardly stiff. Shall I sign you up for another?
Maybe later. So let's look at what this saddle is that I just got. Stamina 35. Wait, when did I get that?
Another race. Will you ride?
Sure, why not?
Like to race again.
Excellent. Don't go anywhere. We'll start soon. Your opponent this time, Viscount Roma astride Caniculus. The Viscount
Those are some crazy names.
So I must ask for your discretion.
Competitors, saddle up. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Off you go. That's it, Roach.
Go! Man, like, the start off of this whole thing is just horrid. This appears to be a different track. Whoa, Roach, where are you going, bub? Yep, yep. There we go, and I should be good to go. Is that a bit cheaty? Making them just get stuck on Roach's butt? I don't know. I enjoyed it. Well, that's a weird... That was awkward. I did not enjoy it. I thought it was funny.
Hear ye! The final of the Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby is over. The winner is Geralt of Rivia, riding Roach. Glory to the victor!
Do I get a better saddle?
Bravo. Congratulations, you won in style. Shall I sign you up for another?
Yeah.
Want to try again?
So I've won 120 crowns.
This time, Luke Vegelbud, young Lord Albert's cousin, atop succubus. He's the black sheep of the family, but he's not lost a race yet, so he's seen as something of a local champion.
Oh, is there only 3 of these races? This will be kind of fun. 5, 4, 3. It's not really this.
Off you go!
Don't know what the route is this time. Alright, it's a shorter... That's fine. Ooh, he's actually pretty decent. Oh, this is an interesting track. Or layout. Track. This is not a track. I guess it is a track. Dude!
Faster.
Alright, let's see. Is there a sharp turn coming up? We'll just kind of tap it on in. Oh my. Oh, is this a figure 8? It is. Hey, look at that. What saddles did they have? Holy moly. Get that type of stamina out of their horses? Pretty decent. Come on, Roach, you got this.
The final of the Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby is over. The winner is Geralt of Rivia, riding Roach. Glory to the victor!
Huzzah! Glory to the victor!
Fantastic race. Congratulations. A grand victory.
Ooh, superior cavalry saddle. 200 crowns. Nice. Nice. 80 crowns. Oh, wow. Ooh, 20 more stamina. Rugged is common items is 1.5 pounds. This one is 0.5 pounds. I hate to say it, but yeah, that one's gonna stay.
Geralt of Rivia. Got it right.
What do you want?
To express my admiration on account of your victory. And here,
brought you an invitation from the boss. He'd like to congratulate you personally. Farewell.
What's that? Why? What? How about the victory? How did you get? How did they get here so quick? Such talent shouldn't go to waste. In fact, it needs to be developed. To make sure it develops, I need to be generously rewarded. If you're interested in either development or the reward, come visit me at the usual headquarters. Okay. Talk to Cleaver about the letter. No, okay, that's great. Can Roach, where are you going? Where?
Whoa there, Roach.
Sweet. And away we go. Hey, hey. Meow. Oh, Formula One news. What they're adding a third race to the United States in Vegas. So next year. So that will be a thing. No idea if it's going to be good or bad, but hey, we'll find out. Miami's later this year. Circuit of America later this year. The season's heating up to be quite interesting, to say the least. Seems like the cars are definitely giving the drivers a handful. So that's I'm actually excited for. Oh my gosh, all of the cats! Oh, I did take my allergy meds. And they are drowsy type of allergy meds. If I just conk over or sleep, that's why.
Faster. Let's go.
Where is it trying to take me? The in-game GPS is not doing so great. Is it because I'm the only person in town on a horse? Is that why I look suspicious? The chameleon.
We can go at it here. My place.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical.
Don't you like him? But I thought a boudoir would be right in line with your tastes.
Oh, you chose it. Well, I'm not saying it's bad, just different. Not exactly what I'd envisaged. Now that I think about it, you're absolutely right. A boudoir's the perfect setting for a cabaret. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it.
I can't tell, is because it's raining out, are they supposed to be wet, or are they just really sweaty?
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has.
Yeah, because their clothing, it looks like it's supposed to be wet.
Came in and brought the girls in
Because
line
it's
for a
raining
night
outside.
saying names. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the cloak and the dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Valmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course, let's go.
Who didn't see that coming?
Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week, a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him and kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morning Star, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Let's go!
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
Oh, Dandelion.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that?
And in case you guys are wondering why I have to keep doing this, it's... my screen gets so flippin' dark, I can't see anything.
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon. Good.
Alright, I am just not...
But of course. Yes? What is it?
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Looks like necrophage has got to this one. Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking.
I gotta collect everything as fast as I can, right? Yes.
This isn't it.
Tell you what, for more, yeah, this is quite a crazy place how they're just keeping bodies just randomly. Okay, not there.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard, right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
I don't remember checking his throat.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems, very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Okay.
His genitals. We ought to inspect
Let's
those.
hope it doesn't show any
sincerely doubt
ghibli
they bear
bits.
any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive
Me either.
might have been.
I don't know.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
I like how he's wearing that candle. You can't see it, but I have my hand. I put my hand here.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Bobby. Oh, I didn't know Hank was in the game. Oh.
Rain again. Damn pages.
Monsters must have run them down. Poor Lydica. In the sea now. Just lost
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth Sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of the...
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
I'd advise you not to anger me, or you'll get an inside tour of the crematory.
Touch me, the guards will be hiding your ass for your count of free.
To save a little shit like you? Doubt it.
They's clever lads, more cleverer than you. They know Eustace, know they want me on their side, 'cause you'll all die one day, and then I'll decide where your body winds up. A grave, the crematorium, or elsewhere.
That hard up for coin? Fine, have some. Now talk. What did you find on him?
Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing as silly as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Get out of my sight. Now.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Oh, come here, hero. Give us
Hey,
a hint.
you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain? Right.
Looks like a drop of some sort.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
What? What do you mean there's a corpse here? Meow. I'm not me. Okay, so if you'll hear me do that from time to time, and it's not because I'm trying to be a cat.
Hey, handsome.
It's
human. Priscilla's.
Hey, sis. That him.
How am I to know?
A
Watch him,
brazier.
see what he does.
This time of year.
Come on.
Oh, oh.
Gotta get around him.
Son of a...
Back at me, back!
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Head's ringing.
Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
You scared?
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
running around in this rain?
What you got there? Dried mushrooms. Come to sell them at market.
Boring as
Any
fucking
magic
shite.
ones? Never. There's bully.
So the person jumped really, really high.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
What? What? I'm confused. All right, so to get there, you go where?
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on, come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. But better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I ran to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenfurt, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
Nay. 'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, 'tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag, and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Oh, come on! I want the bottom box. All right, all right.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood, left a few stains behind.
What? Yeah. No. Yeah. I want. Yes. No. Yeah. Come on. There we go.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Aye.
Fine. We've talked enough. Won't learn anything else here. Take care.
Wait. What? No. I'm not. I'm not done. I want to come over here.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. More bloodstains.
No.
But not near enough to say he bled to death.
Aye.
Unless... Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered, then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I haven't the stomach for him.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard, then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
To teach a lesson. To him, you, the whole city. Fine, we've talked enough. Won't learn anything else here. Take care.
Kind of feel bad for the poor guy. All right, now we get to go talk to the coroner. How would I sound like? Right before bed, I'm going to use some Flonase and... Ooh, oh boy.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Hopefully, get my throat to be slightly less, itchy.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
By the way, you and Von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's von Graz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Who's the victim
this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Let's start.
Yeah.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Okay. Alright, so where do I need to go? Oh my gosh, it's... So, we are going to continue this next time to hunt down this quest, complete it, and find out who this murderer is. So I thank you guys very much for hanging out with me and watching me. It is just about 10 p.m. my time, and I need some sleep. So I will catch up with you guys. I don't know what my next streams are going to be on Sunday, but we'll find out. Maybe it'll just be some Witcher. Who knows? And I know I'm going to be making some changes a little bit just as the spring starts rolling around and stuff. Maybe change up my times a bit. We'll go from there. I hope you guys won't mind. I don't think you will. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We're watching this after the fact, help you fall asleep. And if you have an opportunity, please, I would really appreciate you guys hit like and subscribe. Or just come around sometime and hang out with me. That'd be great as well. So thank you very much. Have a great evening, and I'll see you guys Sunday. All right, bye.